snap and then the defensive end. Both.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Who Fat to Play podcast. I am Austin. That is Ryan. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend after all the hype I led into going into the weekend of this is the best sports weekend of the calendar year. I watched effectively nothing after Thursday. So, go me. Really stepped up and had a good game there.
Well, let me tell you what, you watched the worst batch of football games.
Yeah.
At least the Packers and Lions game was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed watching the Bengals game just because I was right. But
yeah, I started off fucking terrible. 0-3 on the day. Then I kind of bounced back. I had 10 out of 16 after going, 13 out of 14 last week. So, not too bad. Let's go ahead and give a quick shout out to Sticks Golf Lounge in Humboldt, Kansas. Stop in, have a drink, swing a couple clubs. Let them know Ryan and Austin sent you. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to dissect. Let's go ahead and get the fantasy league out of the way.
oh, yep, let me pull that back open.
Yep, I just accidentally closed it too. Come on.
And my phone is being very slow. I don't know if Verizon is listening to this. Fix whatever my problem is, please.
And go back 1 week. There we go.
So I know I unfortunately lost because my wide receivers did great things, and I left my guy on the bench like a genius. So I took the loss against Tally. You beat Team Cream Pies. 2 Girls, 1 Cup loses to Long Duck Dong. Riley Reed Option beats What Are You Doing, Stepboro. 2 Thumbs Up beats Team DWAC. Beefsteak loses to Glory B to the A Gap, moving the standings as it currently sits into the unprecedented.
Oh, it feels so good to be back.
When I win this week and you don't end up there, it's going to be greatness. You are now officially, for the first time ever, and probably won't last long, the number 1 seed.
Second time this season, folks. That is the second time this season.
Like I said, the first time ever. 2 Thumbs Up moves up to the 2 spot. I fall to the 3 spot. Lou Money and number 1 Tally are at the 4 and 5 seeds. Those 5 spots are locked. We have 5 of the 6 playoff teams locked in. Long Duck Dong, Riley Reed Option, and Team Kareem Pies are fighting for the last spot to get into the playoffs on the winner's side. Beefsteak, Glory Be the A-Gap, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and DWAC have all been put into the toilet bowl bracket. With it appears, Glory Be the, I mean, Disbro and Dad could flop, I guess, for whoever gets the other bye in the toilet division. This week, matchups are, as previously stated, me versus you. 2 Girls, 1 Cup versus Glory Be to the A-Gap. Riley Reed Option takes on DWAC. What Are You Doing, Stepboro versus 2 Thumbs Up. Long Duck Dong versus Beefsteak. And Kareem Pies versus number 1 Tally. There's a fair amount of matchups between playoff teams this week.
Yeah, kind of aggravating, to be completely honest with you.
In fact, I think... Nope, Tally. Okay. So there's only one team that's got a locked position that's not playing another playoff team. Kind of wild.
I'm just wondering how this is all going to fuck up for me to where I get bounced in the first round of the playoffs.
I'm working on it. okay, I'm making some moves. I got to get the roster figured out because things aren't looking as hot as they were going into the playoffs last season. Yeah, that's going to be a wild finish here to see who ends up where. I mean, there's a 3-way tie record-wise at first place. It's going to be fun. That being said, let's move into recapping Week 13. Starting on Thanksgiving Day, Green Bay beats Detroit 31-24.
I mean, obviously I picked Detroit in that game. I really thought they were going to come out a little less flat than they did. It's not, doesn't feel like an identity crisis in Detroit. It just, they're still trying to fucking rebuild it, almost feels like. That losing both coordinators was a week 4. They had a big win. And we're like, all right, Detroit's back. They're going to be fucking biting kneecaps. And that is still a gritty fucking football team. But they cannot seem to put it all together.
Yeah.
One facet of the team or of the game works, then doesn't. The other facet picks it up. But it's never together for them to jump out. Once a team gets a lead, they're more than likely going to win the game. They just can't seem to grab a lead.
Yeah. And I really think part of the offensive struggles, not that their offense is playing bad. I feel like this is weird to say as somebody that thinks of what I do of Mr. Sonic over there. When the touches get unleveled to one way, it seems like that offense struggles more.
Right.
When Montgomery and Gibbs are splitting carries closer to that 50-50 mark, and I do think with that backfield it should be closer to 60-40, but
Well, it's been closer to 70-30 or 80-20 here.
And
recently.
it seems like whenever it gets to those numbers, it seems like that offense.
Which is absolutely asinine because Jahmyr Gibbs, who's been getting a bulk of that carry and that workload, is dicing teams up, and they cannot seem to put it together.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're monsters.
It's
almost
almost like if you have a fucking all-star and all-world wide receiver and you have 2 back-to-back 100-yard games and your team can't win. It just luckily no team's done that. Detroit still scares the fuck out of me. Green Bay just looking a lot closer to what they have at the beginning of the season here. Probably, I'd say, top 2 team in the NFC with a rotating door of 7 to 14 of those.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Stupid. 9 wins is the bottom of the fucking playoff bracket on the NFC side right now.
That's just because they haven't fixed that to where, just winning the division should get you a wild card spot if your record's shitty enough. But, in due time, the NFL will fuck this up for everybody. It's a really simple fix, but they won't see it that way.
Yeah. Game 2, Kansas City loses to Dallas.
What a clusterfuck.
I have my complaints. I don't like to do the ref thing. It's not how I watch football. It's not how I think about football. I also don't understand how a wide receiver push-off is a defensive pass interference multiple times. When
It's a CD special.
oh, dude, like I said, I don't like to blame. Did the Chiefs deserve to lose that game? Yes. I'm not.
They obviously didn't do anything to help their case in winning that football game.
But whenever you're rewarded 2 large first downs because the wide receiver mauls the defensive back and the defensive back gets a penalty, I understand Kansas City's gotten calls. That's not what I'm here to dispute. However,
did anybody else see George Pickens get completely blinded by the sun as he was running across the middle of the field?
So did CD.
I just thought that maybe a multi-billion-dollar stadium would have curtains.
It does. It does have curtains.
Has anybody told?
Well, he was at a concert that they lowered him for.
The irony of the fucking situation. I can't get over it, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Well, it's our stadium. We know where the sun's going to be.
So don't put windows there.
Maybe. If you want that home field advantage, shut them and then open them. Shut them on your offensive drives. Open them on your defense. Like,
yeah, it's mind-blowing. Well, we know where it's going to be. I'm sorry, do you have a way to, like, not see the primary source of power for our fucking solar system? I tell you this, even if I know where the sun's at and I'm driving down the highway, it's still fucking there.
It's just such a fucking...
When you're driving east, first thing in the morning, and that motherfucking thing comes right up on the highway, guess what? It sucks. You know who knew it was going to be there? It's like, I don't understand Jerry's. Well, we see it as an advantage.
And what the worst part about that was, and obviously it didn't matter with the outcome of the game, but from a Cowboys standpoint, George Pickens, who I've said the last 3 weeks, it should be, at least in my eyes, since it's an offensive award, should be the MVP of the league, was running free, broke ankles, running free over the middle. He goes to turn and look back, and you see him immediately look down and cover his eyes. Stop the route. He had to stop the fucking route. CD did the exact same thing.
Oh, hell, the fade ball in the end zone. CD was like, I couldn't fucking see it. Lights, nothing. Like,
it's just...
It's an advantage. It just cost you 14 points. It's a great advantage.
Fucking so stupid.
Yeah. Like I said, as I remember, they talked about it last year. There was a concert there, like,
a week later.
The following week. And the fucking curtains were closed. I'm like, how? In what world does it make sense?
I also find it funny because I think I said something. Maybe it was on the show. Maybe it was outside of the show to somebody else. I really don't remember. I say so much shit. I just kind of talk all the time. But Jerry Jones's whole thing is any publicity is good publicity. Obviously not, because he has done everything to make sure that this has been shut the fuck up and classified as a non-issue. He gets so angry when it gets brought. It's not like trading Micah Parsons or having a losing season or losing a home playoff game again, where he's like, well, you're just gonna fucking blame everybody else. This is squarely on him and his senile bullshit to not make a simple change. Not even a simple change.
It's not going to change.
Ask an intern.
Fucking lower those.
Yeah, send the intern up on the ladder.
You know they're computerized. He probably has the power to move the curtains from his suite. All he's got to do is like lean over.
For a week and a half last year, it was all over the place. I don't think there was a singular question about it. They were like, hey, what happened on that route? And he goes, I couldn't see. Boom. Oh, we can't ask any more shit about that. It was obviously the sun. Jerry's going to take our money away from us. Fuck you. Do some reporting. That's why you hear it here first. And we're a week late. That's the saddest part about all of this. Cincinnati routs the Ravens.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something.
I don't have anything to say about that game. I watched it. I was like, that team is still bad, even with Lamar right now. I think they're just bad.
I have one takeaway, and I hate it, and I hate everything that's about to leave my body when I say this. Clear and away. It's not close. I won't listen to a debate. Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL. Right now. That is the best quarterback in the NFL. That is the biggest difference maker at that position or any position in the NFL.
I'll take it. I mean, from what I've seen out of every other quarterback this season, I don't think you can be wrong because the Bengals have sucked mightily. Not mightily. With every ounce of their being, they have sucked all season. Every now and then.
Except for that game against Pittsburgh.
Correct. With Joe Flacco. They have been absolute dog shit all fucking season. He comes back in with the same dog shit team.
And takes complete fucking control.
Yeah.
I outside of Mahomes, this shit never fucking works play, the most impressive play I've seen all season was him yelling at the center, "We have time," and counting the play clock down. Just drug his dick all over the Ravens, counting down the play clock for them.
Yeah.
Because he had demoralized them to the point he knew nothing bad was going to come from this. He had done everything he needed to do. That is the biggest fucking difference maker in the league is Joe Burrow. And when you talk about precision, surgical tactics from the quarterback position, if you could give him an offensive fucking line, not a great one.
No.
You give him an average offensive line.
What do you have against Orlando Brown Jr.?
Name another one.
It was funny because we were watching the game and I said, I couldn't remember who the fuck the left tackle was. It was like, that left tackle jumped like a motherfucker. I mean, he was 4 steps back and they didn't throw it. And I was like, who the fuck is that? You're like, I'm pretty sure it's Orlando Brown. And I was like, oh, God, that would make so much fucking... Sure as shit. It was. Sure as shit. I was like, well, yeah, never mind. Not even surprised.
Yeah,
not even surprised anymore.
I say you give... I don't... Like I said, watching that game, watching what he did, how he managed the game, how he took complete control over that team. Offense, defense, special, like all of it is just like Joe Burrow. And I don't understand it. But his early retirement's going to suck.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to be...
So you
living through Andrew Luck's retirement, this isn't going to be the shock for us as it is for some people. The younger generation that grew up like how we were in high school, they were that way in elementary school with football. They hit high school and Joe Burrow's the fucking guy. And yeah, we're going to go, damn, there's another one. Huh, where have I seen this before? And move on with life. And there are going to be people crying.
Yeah.
Into their chili and spaghetti.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw it. The post game. After the...
I did not know.
Okay. So they have this smorgasbord of food in front of the Bengals. They have, I think there was lobster, turkey, like all the fixins. And the reporter, which I don't remember who it was at this point, goes, there's some Skyline chili there. And Joe Burrow made the most disgusted face I have ever seen.
I did see one. I don't remember which game it was from. But one of the security guards that was standing, the offensive lineman had a turkey leg and was trying to fucking hand it to him, and he had to take a look around. And yeah, that was fucking hilarious. I don't remember what game that was.
That security guard got fired.
If we had any poll or listeners, I'd start a GoFundMe right now to get him his job back.
Yeah, he got fired because he took a bite of the turkey leg that was handed to him. He got fired for it.
Yeah.
I did see that news.
That's retarded.
Moving into Black Friday, which is an at name for the way Philadelphia felt about it. Chicago beats Philadelphia 24-15.
Color neither one of us surprised.
Yeah. This isn't a I have faith in Chicago thing.
I have no faith in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
and I've been loudly saying it all season.
Yeah, I believe in Chicago a lot more than I do in Philly. But no, I mean,
Philly has finally started getting A.J. Brown the ball. The last 2 weeks, he's had 100 receiving yards, and they've lost the last 2 weeks. God, I wish somebody would have brought that up about 15 minutes ago.
yeah. So I think the Cowboys are going to win the division.
Stop with this bullshit. Stop.
No, at this point, I think the Cowboys might win that division. Philly might miss the playoffs.
As much as I love for that. And, like, that is on my Christmas list. That really is. That would make... No, my Christmas list is Washington wins out, somehow does it, and...
I don't think I don't think mathematically they can win the division.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But
a close second would be that happening. I just want to say it's a complete and utter disgrace right now. And we're about to get into my game, so I'm going to kind of throw this out there to begin with. Of all the fucking top 10s I've seen, the Niners haven't been in a single one. The Bears have been in the top 5. The fucking Eagles have been in there. And the Cowboys have been anywhere from 3 to 7 on every single one I've seen. And not a single motherfucker dropped the Rams out of the top 3 or had the Niners in the top 10. At what fucking point? But this game right here, the Bears, they did just enough not to lose. And
they played Bears football this season. Like I saw somebody was like, "Well, how can you give a team that's got narrow wins against was it the Jets, New Orleans? They're like 4 shit teams. They barely escaped with those wins."
So we could be talking about the Broncos or the Patriots in the same regard.
The Patriots not as much.
The Patriots
they have a couple of those, but not.
Okay, so
I mean they've beaten a lot of bad teams.
Yeah, every game they haven't played. We can't even call Buffalo a great team right now. Like,
right.
The way New England hasn't played anybody, and I was going to get into this. I wanted to bring that up right there because the Broncos kind of seem to get that same. You play the teams that are on your schedule. Mm-hmm. You have no choice. That is literally what the schedule is.
You don't get to pick it. This isn't college football where Texas chose to play Ohio State.
Right. So just because a win's a win. How many times have we seen the borderline team get the dub, make it to the Super Bowl? I can think of 2 Giants teams that should have never fucking been there.
The Chiefs last year.
Right. So, I don't give a shit, especially this season. The NFL is so hard to play in. And right now, we don't know who's number 1.
I genuinely, if you asked people that didn't have paid talking points in front of them, I genuinely don't think you could ask 5 people for their top 5 and have anybody with the same 3 teams in the top 5.
I don't think you'd do that for the top 10. There needs to be so much variation. The Eagles sitting at 8, 9, or 10, I totally understand. All season they've deserved that. The Cowboys being in the top 10 doesn't make a lick of sense to me. The Bears, if you want to put them, I'd say 9 to 14 in that range. Looking at it, I don't like it, but if you want to have the Jacksonville Jaguars in between 5 and 8, don't have an issue with it. The Texans, the way they're playing football right now, that team has to, at least for me, catapult way up into the top 5. I'm saying 5 at the low, right? The Colts need to be dropping. They need to be down
quickly.
6, 7, 8. They still need to be in the top 10.
Yep.
The Rams need to be in there. The Seahawks need to be in there. The Niners need to be in there. And it's hard with the way that they're playing football today that you don't have the Dolphins sitting at 12 working their way in. The Packers need to be in. If you want to have the Lions at the same place as the Eagles, I totally understand it. I don't have the Cowboys in there. What the fuck have they done?
The last 3 weeks have been impressive.
The last 3.
I'll give them that. And you've gone back-to-back weeks where you beat the 2 teams that were in last year's Super Bowl.
I don't have the Chiefs in it.
Nope.
I don't have the Ravens. Don't have the Bengals. It's too late for them. Don't have the Browns.
Mathematically, it's not. Like, it is mathematically still possible they can win that division.
You're not wrong. But we know. Like, I'm looking at it.
You say we know, like a Joe Burrow-led Bengals team isn't the AFC fucking Super Bowl favorite.
You're not fucking wrong. Like, the only team right now that's currently holding a playoff spot that I don't have in the top 10 are the Buccaneers. And it's nothing against them because for the first 7 weeks of the season, they were number 1. They had every right to be number 1. But here we are. They've strung a few fucking losses together. Haven't looked great. Offensive line shaky. Baker's not making mistakes, so he's not getting the ball where he needs to be. No run game. All of his receivers are hurt. They have nobody on defense.
Although they did just open the practice window for both Mike Evans and
I did see that. That's going to help
McMillan.
them out tremendously. But right now, I've got them at like around 11 to 14. You look at the NFC, 1 through 7. It's 9 wins, 9 wins, 9 wins, 8 wins, 7, 9, 9.
Yeah.
One of these things just doesn't belong here. That's all I'm saying. And the Bears and the Eagles, to me, are the same team right now.
This is going to... Oh, hold on. Indigestion's hurting on this one. I trust the Bears' offense more.
No, I get it. I felt it right here.
Like, that's my biggest thing with those two teams, is I trust that when the Bears get the ball, you can get something other than incompetence.
And the key to the Bears, which should be the key to beating a lot of teams, is just touch the quarterback.
Yeah.
Touch him. Like, when you watch the pocket start to break down, and he is phenomenal at getting outside the pocket. If you're able to grab him and slow him down, that's just it. Nobody reaches out and just grabs his ass. Just slow him down a little bit. He gets out of the pocket clean, and he gets to set his feet and find anybody. Fucking anybody.
Yeah. Man.
And
Give the Bears a little bit of credit. They have assembled a fucking cast.
They have.
Like,
they've got fucking weapons.
If Caleb can be a good quarterback.
Which is so funny because he'll sit there and the last 3 weeks, incredible throw, dirt, bounces it off of his receiver's foot, dirt, incredible throw. Like,
yeah, uh-huh.
I don't know how he finds the part of the field where nobody's at, but he does constantly.
He is an improviser at heart. That is his superpower. He is an improviser through and through, which again is part of the conflict he has with the offensive play calling.
And I think,
but
the other reason why I agree with you that I trust I don't trust Jalen Hurts. We've seen back-to-back weeks where you rely on your pass game. Not that your run game's done a fucking thing all season either,
yeah.
Which is also, how the fuck does that team have 8 wins? At what point did team should have never been in the playoffs last year, let alone in the fucking Super Bowl? Because it's the same team. It's literally the same team. That's not me going, oh, it's the same team. That's the same colors. No, personnel-wise, staff-wise, play-wise.
Aside from offensive coordinator.
It's the same fucking team. Like, I don't understand. That's the team the Chiefs decide to lose to in a Super Bowl? That one?
I'm not happy about it either, okay? I'd have gladly traded the year before for that one.
I would have given you guys 4 in a row to trade that. I really would have. I would have. Like, fuck. I get so aggravated because now I'm looking at my team going, God damn. They just mollywopped the.
If you guys could fuck something other than the injured list, that'd be great.
Oh, shit. Like, Niners, Browns. Myles Garrett, Trent Williams was absolute cinema.
Myles Garrett MVP.
Absolutely. He won't get it. It'll go to fucking insert quarterback here who has 3 turnovers. Oh, Matt Stafford. So the game in Cleveland was supposed to be rainy and cold and snowy and football weather. And I was told Brock Purdy can't play in football weather. And instead, I watched him 53% completion percentage, not great. I think he had a QBR of like 79. Pretty average for him. Considering they allowed 1 sack
To the MVP.
to the MVP. No disagreements. Not whatsoever. None.
So I not to interrupt, I laughed when they called the best defensive player in football. And I was like, that's the best player in football. Like,
it fucking incredible.
Like you're talking
His
J.J. Watt and Aaron Donald wish. Okay?
his growth through the last 4 seasons has been exponential. I argued for a long time, for like the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career. Everybody kept wanting to tell me, you know what? Now you are correct. It took him a minute to fucking get to that godlike status, I guess you could call it. I don't know what else to call it. Because there for a while, he was just an interior guy. He had the bull rush. He juked 9 yards to the inside this week for his lone sack.
You know what he did to unlock it? Smoke Mason Rudolph in the dome with a helmet.
Right around that time. You're not wrong. Right around that fucking time is when you started seeing Myles Garrett become
when he came
absolute...
back that next year. That's when it started.
And you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. He was a good pass rusher.
Yeah, he was an elite bull rusher with some coverage moves. He will now fuck you up however he decides.
Yes, he turned into he beat Mason Rudolph with his own helmet and turned into Aaron Donald. If Aaron Donald was like, what's he, 6'7"?
I think he's only 6'4".
I about got the fucking podcast canceled right then and there. Oh my god. No fucking way.
I think he's like 6'4", 290 or some shit.
Dude's a fucking monster.
He's definitely one of those guys. It's kind of like Cam Newton. You're like, no, he's bigger than that. He sure looks bigger than that. But yeah, I think I want to say he's like 6'4".
That's insane. Brock Purdy had a clean game after throwing 3 interceptions last week. Excuse me.
Well, interceptions don't matter, Ryan. Turnovers in games don't matter. Whether win or lose, turnovers don't matter. Nobody talks about turnovers. Name one quarterback that's been discredited because of turnovers.
Can't think of one.
Okay.
Not at least that wears number 13 and plays in Santa Clara. So he had like 13 throwaways because Myles Garrett was chasing his ass down. Completion percentage took a hit. Also, did anybody else see George Kittle's one-handed grab right at the end of half?
Yeah.
How does Trey McBride not put that guy on his top 5 tight ends list? It's got to be a division rival thing.
It's got to be. Honestly, that's the best thing I can. That is the best possible answer I can come up with.
The only thing that I can cut, because that was incredible. Jawan Jennings talking his shit. He got called a hoe, which I thought was hilarious. You and I were talking pre-show.
I understand why you got punched in the dick.
Surprised nobody's reached up. Well, and it's funny because people have reached up and hit him in the jaw. In between 60 minutes on the clock and 0, on the clock, he doesn't swing back. He's very good. He was that way at Tennessee, too. I don't think anybody remembers when he was at Tennessee. He talks so that you do. He wants that cheap 15.
He does the same thing Jalen Ramsey does.
And just like Jalen Ramsey, he has shown that he can go out and back it the fuck up on the football field. I know I didn't say to pay him right now with the Brandon Ayuk situation. Fuck it. Give JJ the fucking money and cut. Well, fuck, you're going to have the money to do so. So, fuck it. You and I were talking pregame or pre-show about the post-game interviews with Brock Purdy and Myles Garrett and Trent Williams and Myles Garrett. I don't know if anybody's seen that. Once again, Myles Garrett's the MVP. Absolute gold. The game was cinema when you watched the tackle. And 1 sack allowed, like 3 pressures, I think, is what he got off of Trent Williams. After the game, Trent Williams, dapping each other up, says, I hope I never have to play you again.
Well, if he'd fucking retire already.
Mid-game, talking with George Kittle. Hey, you think you could stop chipping me? No. God, no.
No, God, no.
The amount of respect for some of these guys that they have with each other. First play of the game, Brock Purdy gets fucking smoked by Myles Garrett. After the game, don't worry about it, man. You got me.
You woke me up.
You woke me up. I love watching good football players. And that, while it was a very one-sided game, the 49ers
The Browns are so bad.
They are.
I mean, they have the greatest player in football outside of Joe Burrow. They are so bad.
First, coaching goes a long way. Because one of those teams is running their starting quarterback, tight end, running back out on the field with a left tackle. And then third string, everything else. The other team has their starters.
They have Shedeur.
Like I said. Hey, Shedeur didn't look awful. I really didn't think that he did. I thought he took a couple of really big steps. I think the weak spot on fucking swing on him.
There's a brawl in the Buffalo-Philly Flyers game.
Which is really funny because Buffalo, like the last couple of games, is absolutely mollywopped every team that they've played, and they are getting their shit pushed in right now. And they are not happy about it. I forgot where I was going with that. That was fighting hockey. I love this sport.
Yeah, Brown something.
Yeah. Shedeur. Jerry Jeudy's the weak spot on that entire fucking team.
I tell you what, I will say, Mr. Bond looks like he's found himself a spot, found his footing in the NFL.
And Judkins, holy fuck, that guy's
monster.
A fucking. The way Jerry Jeudy is acting on the sidelines on a missed throw. That first quarter, he breaks free, one-on-one with a safety. Jair Brown, not great in coverage, at least when he's man-to-man. Yeah, you got to hit Jerry Jeudy in stride. It's Shedeur's second start. That's one of those Saturday throws that Austin has talked about. And he wasn't 15 yards out in front. He shortened up his throw. He was about 4 yards out in front of him. It really... If on his break out of his route, if Jerry Jeudy put his fucking foot in the ground, he would have had a shot at it.
Yeah.
But he just ran his route and got open. He didn't Julio Jones it where he fucking took off to try and break away.
Yeah.
And there were times even last week where Jerry Jeudy didn't do something and Shedeur was trying to like, hey, where do I need to be on this? And just completely and utterly...
Say their timing is definitely not.
It's not even just timing. It's Jerry Judy's entire attitude towards the Browns.
Yeah.
ever since he's been with the Browns, I just starting to wonder if he wasn't worth that. I'm still gonna say it. It was him, CD, and Brandon Ayuk were the first round wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of where he plays next year, Brandon Ayuk will be the number one wide receiver on that team, unless he ends up in fucking Cincinnati, in which case, oh dear God.
That would be such a Cincinnati thing to do. They're going to trade. Trent Brown's going to retire. You guys are going to trade, or Trent Williams is going to retire. You guys are going to trade for Trent Brown. You're going to trade Brandon over as part of it, and they're going to run out with Jamar, T, and Brandon.
What's bad is because everybody likes to fucking clown Ayuk. You're one of the few people that has actually seen the guy is an absolute monster. I wish he would stay with the Niners. I wish his attitude didn't prevent him from being, because the talent, it's not like a CD thing where the attitude matches the talent. Both are kind of shitty. Did you like that? That was fun. I enjoyed that. Like,
just keep going. Just keep going.
Brandon Ayuk is an absolute speed demon. He is Julio Jones reincarnate. Wears the same number. He runs the same way. His routes are so fucking crispy. There's a reason Kyle Shanahan traded up to grab him, and we got 1.5 good seasons. He got paid after holding out, got hurt. Haven't seen him since. And it fucking sucks, because that, to me, that one of the biggest what ifs right now in football. And I don't think it's going to get talked about enough, because it went on a team with George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Christian McCaffrey, and 2 Super Bowl runs. Like, it got shoved under the table as to how good of a player he was. Jerry Jeudy was the worst pick out of those 3. I still believe, like I said, no matter where he ends up, Brandon Ayuk, if he can stay on the field, if he just gets back on the field, he doesn't even have to be with a good quarterback. And if he ends up in Washington, that'd be hilarious, because that'd be the Washington 49ers offense, essentially.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying, because him and Jaden Daniels have a connection already. I would just expect that to pop off pretty well immediately. Him, Scary Terry, Deebo.
It's a fucking wide receiver room.
Honestly, I'm here for it. It clears up cap space for me. Like, and it gets good football players back on the field with other good football players, which is, at the end of the day, all I want. I didn't realize that I wanted George Pickens in Dallas, but that just, I love watching.
What he does well is what Dak does well.
Oh, it's so
and it's
good.
So fun.
Jaguars killed the Titans. Texans beat the Colts. I called that one. Did you call that one?
I called that one.
Okay, we called that one.
Yeah, I think the Colts, I think they've peaked. I think Indiana is turning back into Danny Dimes. Houston is the best defense in football. That offense is getting their shit figured out. Right now, the biggest question I have for Houston is, does Davis Mills give you a better chance to win?
I don't know.
Because I remember a certain somebody saying that they shouldn't draft a quarterback because I think Davis Mills is going to be good enough. I'm not so sure he doesn't give you a better chance to win, because when it CJ Stroud is the better athlete. CJ Stroud is the better.
I would say CJ Stroud's the better quarterback, but I agree.
Davis is the better distributor of the football.
I'm not disagreeing.
I think CJ Stroud makes Nico Collins a bigger problem. Davis Mills makes that wide receiver and tight end room a bigger problem.
The Texans are. I love seeing the Texans be good.
I think, like, right now, I mean, you got Joe Burrow and his Bengals, and then whoever the quarterback is of the Texans. To me, those are the two. Though right now, the Texans are the best team in the AFC.
Yes.
Like I like what the Patriots are doing. I like what the Patriots are.
And it would be hard for me to pick against the Patriots.
But I think right now, and whoever they commit to at quarterback, you get to Houston in the playoffs. I don't care if it's in Foxborough or not.
Houston's also a little bit more battle-tested when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that, I know, we're talking about the Patriots. We're talking the new Patriots, not the ones that ran the league for 20 years. We are 7 years out of that now, roughly. I know.
5. We're 5 years out of that.
Do we really want to count the last 2? Writing was on the wall.
I mean, they won a Super Bowl in the second to last one.
Yeah, well, just trying to make a point here. Nobody's seen that one fucking coming. It was really aggravating. I do remember it very well.
I mean, I just remember it because it was the worst possible Super Bowl matchup we could have gotten at that time.
Absolutely.
Just whenever you have Chiefs-Patriots and the Chiefs were fucking a shieldless flamethrower, and then you had Saints, Rams. I mean, when the Chiefs lost, I was like, okay, we get to see Drew and Tom go at it.
Yeah.
Like, heck yeah, and then the slightly egregious pass interference. And then the Saints never put anything together after that. I mean, they still had 3 minutes after that to play ball, but they never did anything after that.
The wind got taken out of those sails, so
yeah.
So, not even the wind. The poles got swapped on that earth.
Katrina hit again.
Yeah, no
like
shit.
it fucked them up again. But
they ain't been right since.
Well, yeah. Number 9 retired.
Goat.
That'll happen.
Speaking of the Saints, they were in it. They were never going to beat the Dolphins, but they were in it this weekend.
I'm so interested to see what happens with them in this offseason. Like, they could have one of the wildest off seasons of anybody.
I've been making the joke that Minnesota's going to give Mac Jones 160. The Saints need to.
So how much are the Vikings going to give Spencer Rattler?
Probably 145.
Shit. But
which is funny because he is healthy and on the roster. We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
The Saints, I really feel, are kind of just a quarterback away. I think they've
got some pieces. I think they've got some young guys. They need some more help in a lot of places. But I think if you can get a steady quarterback in there. I didn't think Tyler Shuck was the guy in the draft either. I mean, I was pretty loudly in favor of Spencer Rattler at the beginning of the year. Not that he did great things in his time there either, but I don't know. I don't like the Tyler Shuck experiment. I think the Saints are going to have to go after a quarterback, but again, they could have a very interesting offseason if they decide to.
Yeah, I don't know who they're going to go after in the draft. They're probably going to try and tank again for Arch.
Yeah, because old boy at LSU has not done any favors to his draft stock.
There's just that one kid out of Indiana. I can't think of his name.
Yep, I can't think of his name right now either. Maybe they'll draft Diego Pavia.
Falcons lose.
Fucking Falcons.
Lose to the Jets. Michael Penix is the quarterback that team needs.
Well, it's obviously not Kirk Cousins.
It's funny how much better they were with Michael Dick.
Sir Dick to you.
Okay, thank God. I was like, come on, that was gold. I don't have anything to say about this game. The Jets, why did you win this game?
Because there's one thing the Jets are going to do. It's fuck their draft position up.
I'm not saying you need to throw it. You could have thrown it. Nobody would have noticed, though. That's just it. Cardinals lose to the Bucks by 3. The Buccaneers need help.
It's on its way. The Cardinals are also the most irritating fucking team, I think, in the NFL.
They're going to get so close to beating you, but you know you're going to win at the end of the day.
You're going to win. You're going to go in knowing you're going to win, and you're going to be sweating bullets the whole time.
You could be given the script and be like, are you sure this is how... Yeah, so far it's right, but...
Yeah, we're not going to be this bad. They're not going to be this good. They're not... Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Are we sure this is how it's going to go?
Can we skip this next game?
Yeah.
I want to get back to it.
You can come back to it. Seattle absolutely destroys Minnesota. I saw there was a talking head. I don't remember who it was now. That was like, if Minnesota goes to Bosmer, whatever the fuck his quarterback's name is, he won't give that position back to JJ. It's a solid 0 spot he put up. Seattle's still Seattle. Buffalo trounces Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh might be dead.
They are currently 500. They need to win 3 more games.
2 and a tie.
He's going to do it. I don't know how. I don't know when.
2 and a tie with the Ravens to cost them the division, and the Bengals win the division.
That's probably fairly accurate. Chargers smoke the Raiders. The Raiders are bad. There's still not a lot.
On the bright side, they fired Chip Kelly.
How many stints in the NFL is this guy going to get?
I don't know.
Because after being let go from the Eagles, remember what I said? Because the Niners let go of their head coach that same year. I said, I swear to God, the Niners hire him. And they did. They turned around and they fucking did. Lasted a season. Thank God my team didn't make that mistake. He couldn't even barely get an OC job in college.
Yeah, he needs to go back to college ranks.
No, he needs to go back to high school.
I mean,
all I'm saying
probably
is
be an upgrade to KU.
If he ended up at Southwestern Missouri, the Gorillas would smoke him. Smoke his ass.
Think Luke's gonna have a big game that day?
Nigga, you know.
We really need to go down.
I know.
And watch a game.
I'm so upset that I graduated way before he came to school.
We've got to go to a game next year as long as he's still there.
I don't think he's entering the portal unless it's D1.
I mean, that's fine, but we need to go to a game that he's at. It's just purely on vibes. Denver. What the fuck happened with Washington?
Dan Quinn.
He is such a roller coaster.
I really thought Washington was going to be a lot more like Detroit.
Yeah. And obviously, as the injury team, it's hard to be like, well, injuries.
Yeah,
but
obviously, I don't give a fuck about that. I hate hearing Because my team doesn't get that excuse. Neither does yours. Neither does yours. Neither does yours. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck all y'all. Okay? Fuck them. I don't care how injured your fucking team is. Get good coach. Side question. How the fuck can you have a great coach but no fucking training staff to keep these injuries from piling up? Where is the disconnect?
Maybe. I mean, it is California. Maybe your training staff is taking a holistic approach.
Oh my god! Why don't the fucking Rams or the Chargers do have that same problem? The Chargers are kind of in the same boat.
Yeah,
everybody's dead, but they're still winning.
and, I mean, and for the most part, the Rams usually are too.
Yeah, so holistic doesn't obviously matter.
I mean, all those teams have winning records.
It doesn't fucking make sense to me. Yeah, I don't know
it's
what
San
happened.
Francisco, so it's a little more holistic.
Fentanyl's good.
The only the biggest hole in this storyline is the fact that Seattle doesn't seem to have the injury issues.
Up in Washington, where the fentanyl is really good.
Turf toe, give him some shrooms.
Call Aaron. We need some
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Commanders.
I mean, again, I don't know that Denver is good enough to blow anybody out. Yes.
Dan Quinn gets fired.
Okay.
Brian DeBole.
I don't think that the Commanders will fire Quinn.
Oh, I don't either. They're going to run this into the ground and wonder why they're still a losing franchise. They need an offensive-minded head coach. Because if your defense was doing something, this is my same argument with the Buffalo Bills. If your defense was doing something, fine.
So my only thing there is I think the marriage between
Did you see that goal?
Yes, between Jaden and Kingsbury. I don't know that you want to break that up.
Then make Kingsbury the head coach.
I would not do that. We've seen this before. I don't want him in charge of the team. He goes to the quarterbacks meeting rooms and talks to the other offensive players. That is not a head coach.
Fine. Then bring in Mike Tomlin.
I'm good with that. Honestly, if you're going to fire him, be like, okay, whoever's coming in, that's still our OC. Bring in a special teams coach. Bring in Dave Tobe.
Yeah.
Not really. Please don't take Dave Tobe from me. He deserves it. But bring in Dave Tobe as your head coach. A guy that is going to get the team centered. A guy that's going to make the little things matter. Because something about Jaden and that offense, I don't know that I want to see broken up.
No, I get it. They got to make a change somewhere, and it's not a personnel thing.
They need an offensive line. That offensive line's fucking bad.
Said that last year too.
Yeah, and then they added a couple of washed-out Chiefs to that offensive line this offseason.
Yeah, I know.
Like
pouring salt in the wound.
We got some Super Bowl winning offensive linemen. You got some Super Bowl linemen that almost got Patrick Mahomes killed. Twice.
Yeah.
It's... They need to make a change, but again, I think that team's just... I don't think you tear it down. I really don't. And also with the ownership group that now owns that team, they might just go, you know what, fuck it, let's just spend all the money and fix it now. I mean,
who knows?
I don't know if you can do what the Dodgers are doing in baseball with your football team, but I'm sure Irvin's gonna have an idea of how to do it.
The Giants got smoked by the Pats. Pats look great.
I miss Cam.
Yeah. That howl took me. Well, I was not ready for Georgia to do that. Jackson Dart took that hit running down the sideline. I hate seeing it. I also look at that and he reminds me very much Cam Newton, Josh Allen. He does not give a shit. He obviously wasn't fucking fazed because he kept doing it. Unfortunately for the linebacker next time, when he fucking puts his foot in the ground, that linebacker's going to hit a brick wall. Wall's going to fall, but nobody's getting up after it. Like,
yeah. It's...
If he would have kept his head on a swivel and leaned into it, that would have been one of the biggest hits, and it was a huge hit already, that we would have seen all season. I love Jackson Dart. I love the way he's playing football. I don't want to see him do that. I also don't want him to change.
It makes for great football. You also know you're like, that's not going to last a long time.
No, it's not. And the Giants are going to be so much fun to watch next year with Cam back as well as Jackson Dart.
They're league neighbors.
Yeah, the entire wide receiver core is great. The defense is coming along. They have no offensive line. I feel like we can say that about 32 teams right now.
Dude,
what happened to offensive? Remember when there were like 7 great offensive lines? I can't think of a single one this season.
How good is Mekhi Becton? Because that's the only change the Eagles have had, and their offensive line also isn't good. I'm now confused. I have so many more follow-up questions. Because you said that, and I was like, the Eagles' offensive line, they're left. Yeah, no. Yeah, the only change is Mekhi Becton.
Uh-huh.
Granted, I would also like to have a 7'14" fucking right guard.
Correct.
But it just...
Yeah, like... I remember a time where we could look at 5 offensive lines and go, "Ooh, that's a set of dogs." Like there are players, but not a unit.
Yeah, there's not a mash unit that there has been in years past.
All right, final game of the week. My favorite game of the weekend. Austin, I want to start this one out with a quick question to you. Last week, and surprise, surprise, I'm going to bring the 49ers into this. All right. Last week, Brock Purdy did what? He threw 3 interceptions in the first half against who?
Doesn't matter. Interceptions and turnovers don't count.
Correct. You would think that's not what national sports media wanted us to know. Last week it was Mac Jones needs to be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers because we show why Brock Purdy didn't deserve to get paid. Brock Purdy ends up winning a football game against the lowly Carolina Panthers. The following week, the number 1 team in the NFL, I just want to make sure I'm reading this correctly, the Los Angeles Rams, ranked number 1. Matt Stafford is our MVP. Perfect. In the first half, Matt Stafford had 2 picks, 1 a pick 6. And then had a 3rd turnover to end the game. Sorry, my bad. When you have a turnover to end the game, that means you fucking lost. Where the fuck was the outrage and the fucking critics on Matt Stafford?
I feel like you're trying to draw parallels that just don't exist. I mean, it's not like they played the exact same team.
1 week apart. I don't understand. I've said it once. I've said it again. I've said it 1,000 fucking times on this show. Brock Purdy is quarterback 13 through 17 on average.
He's Kirk Cousins.
He is Kirk Cousins. More mobile Kirk Cousins, but he's Kirk Cousins.
That's going to be the joke, and give it a couple years. He's Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
It's going to be he's Brock Purdy.
Great, grand, fantastic.
Again,
Matt,
give the Eagles Brock Purdy. That offense is fucking terrifying.
Matt Stafford goes out, has the same game as Brock Purdy does. Except his turnovers turn into fucking the end of the game, as well as what would have been a 14. It was a 14-point swing because they were going down the field the same way Brock Purdy was, and you fucking threw a pick six. Silence. Absolute radio silence. You want to know what the best part about that was? It was a different set. It was J.C. Horn with 2 out of the 3 picks last week.
Mm-hmm.
This was a whole different set of Panthers corners. Just sitting on routes. Like, it was nothing. Last week, the picks that Brock Purdy threw were behind.
Mm-hmm.
They were behind Ricky Pearsall. They were fucking late. It was not planting his foot. These were Matt Stafford putting his foot in the fucking ground, laser beams right into blue in the wrong fucking color. And not a fucking word was said about it. I find it funny. Now, what I do want to say about the Panthers. I'm not ready to concede that I was wrong, but I'm starting to wonder maybe I was wrong on Bryce Young. His last 5 games, he has put together some very strong outings. That defense is silently one of the better ball hawking defenses in the league. They have almost no pass rush. They're doing everything just on the back end alone, which is funny for almost having no pass rush because second half of the game, they were all over Matt Stafford. Once again, that's something you and I have been saying all fucking season, is that the Rams' offensive line is dog shit. We do not believe in this Rams team. You can't.
I don't believe in the NFL this year.
Correct. That was my favorite game. Watching the Niners win was elation to its fullest extent. Cutting out of the game in the fourth quarter as Mac Jones comes trotting out onto the field to take a knee, and I see Rams stunned by Panthers. I began maniacally laughing.
I can hear that laughter.
Oh, sorry. Those 2 interceptions that he had were within 3 plays of each other. It was touchdown, pick. Then a fumble, a sack, strip fumble to end the game. Huh.
Yeah, but the Niners only scored 20, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. I was waiting all fucking week because last week you try and scroll through and I just want sports news. I want to know what the talking points are. I want to know what everybody's talking about. I want to know what the fuck's going on. It helps out with the show. It's what I enjoy. But when I'm scrolling through, I'm like, oh, hey, shit, they are actually talking about the Niners. Because even when they are in a Super Bowl, nobody wants to talk about the 49ers. Just seems to be that way. Everybody wants to still talk about the Cowboys who are in the fucking Bahamas. I don't understand it. Maybe that's just being in the NFC. Actually, you should fucking know how that feels too, because the first 3 years of your run was all about the fucking Patriots. Yeah, it's the same shit, except it's the Cowboys who are never relevant. So I get on, I listen to this shit, and it's like, hey, Brock Purdy shouldn't have been paid $250 million. I'm like, why? Why not? And then the next week, the MVP favorite goes out and has the same game and loses to the team. I don't, and it's just silence.
I don't know what you want from me.
I don't want anything from you, man. I want everybody out there to know that I act the way I act for reasons. If you don't fucking see it, yes, I get it. I come on here and I harp about the Niners. It's the team that I'm fucking the most passionate about. At the same time, I feel like we try to do a good job of calling out the mainstream bullshit in the NFL. And this is one of those times. Yeah. Everybody loved Tom Brady being the underdog story. Brock Purdy's the last pick in the draft, and suddenly he's not worth the fucking underdog story. Whatever. He gets paid. He goes out. He shows you why he got paid. Yes, he had a shit... he went out, had the cleanest game he's ever had, running for his life because Myles Garrett, you could literally feel him breathing down his back. Throwing the ball away instead of forcing it into tight windows. When the run game did nothing. In the week before, he had 3 picks in the first half. Matt Stafford had 2 picks in the first half and a fucking fumble. And it doesn't get talked about. We're still putting the Rams top 3 in the league. And they are half a game out in front of the 49ers right now in the division.
Yeah.
They're half a game out in front of the Seahawks right now in the division. And the Seahawks are being fucking placed at 7 or 8. And when I do not understand the love for the Rams, the love for the Eagles. I do not. Right now, people still putting the fucking Chiefs in the top 5 blow my fucking mind. Well, it's the Chiefs. Yes.
It is the Chiefs.
That's in the back of my head. Also, 5 years ago, it's the Chiefs meant something completely different. If you don't remember that, go look at a history book.
10 years ago.
Stop. I just had that conversation today at work about the other day or a couple years ago, what that means to people.
You said 5 years ago. Like, you put a number on it.
I did. You're right. I did. Not thinking 5 years ago was 2020.
2015, the Chiefs is the Chiefs, but something totally different.
Correct. That's where I'm putting myself right now. 5 years ago is 2015.
All right. That's fine.
I'm not 30. Your birthday wasn't Monday. I didn't forget. I was just wanting to wait to bring it up. Guys, Austin hit 30 fucking years old Monday night. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. If you'd like to spam us with happy birthday comments for Austin, big 3-0. I was hoping to have the studio organized and decorated when I got home, but I fucking walked in and my wife is very pregnant and very upset at the world right now, so I was not running to Dollar Tree. Was not happening. It was yes ma'am, no ma'am, I'm going to help whatever you need so that you do not stab me in my sleep tonight.
It's a good call.
I figured that out very quickly. No, I fully intended on very quietly putting like happy birthday up all over and just waiting. Because I knew you were going to turn the lights on. It wasn't going to click until about halfway through recording. You're going to start looking at the fucking screen going, what the fuck is that?
That sounds about right.
It's like we know each other very well.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this next week, week 14. Holy shit. That means fantasy football playoffs are coming up quick.
Yeah, this is the last week of the regular season. Yep. It is the final run. Thursday night, kicking off Dallas at Detroit.
I think Detroit's going to bounce back. I do expect it to be a close game. I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking Dallas. I think that team's going to win the division. And they kind of need to win a lot of games, maybe all the games between now and then to do it. I don't love it. Makes it hard to, end every episode the way we do when I'm picking them. But I think the situation with Neyland, the way that team's working after the trade deadline, I think Dallas is going to be a problem, at least until round 1. Seattle at Atlanta.
Seattle.
Yeah. Tennessee at Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Chicago at Green Bay.
This one's going to be fun. I'm taking Green Bay.
I'm taking Chicago.
See, Green Bay's playing like they were in the beginning half of the season. I do not see the way that defense plays. I don't think that Caleb can run from Micah.
I don't think the Green Bay Packers can be consistent enough. That's
I'm not saying you're wrong.
That's my biggest thing with Green Bay is I just don't think they can be consistent.
But you're asking for the same consistency out of the Bears.
But the Bears have been consistent. They have been the same dog water fucking team working their way to wins.
Okay, no, you're right. I don't like it, but
I don't either.
Okay.
I just picked the Bears.
Okay.
I've picked the Bears 3 weeks in a row.
I just looked at the next game, and I was like, why the fuck did I pick the Commanders? Then I realized they're playing the Vikings. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I did the same thing, but Jaden should be back. Dolphins at Jets.
The Jets aren't going to sneak this one in, too, are they?
I don't think they can. I think it's they won last week. I don't think this is a,
But it is an AFC East game.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about those. At least with these two teams playing. I think Miami gets it.
I picked Miami. I'm not scared for the Jets. God, I could give two shits who wins this game. If I was Miami, I'd be very afraid.
Although Darren Waller is going to be back. So whenever he was in that offense, it was a different monster. Saints at Bucks.
Bucks.
Yeah, you, me, and everybody else. This our app has a 99% picked.
I see that. That makes me very concerned.
It's fair. Colts at Jags.
Colts, I think overall they're a better football team. They have a better run game. I don't think this is a blow them out of the water situation. I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. This is a quote-unquote big game. I don't trust Daniel Jones either. I trust Jonathan Taylor.
It's so weird that this game is happening here week 14 and they have 16 wins between the two teams. It's mind-blowing to me. On that note, I'm taking Jacksonville. I do like how on all the marquee ends we have been on opposite sides. This has been fun and weird. This is not normal for us. Yeah, take that, Lou. Now take the bets, bitch. Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Baltimore.
Okay. With the way Baltimore came out last week, there's something wrong with that team. Not that there's anything right with the Steelers, but the Steelers have to go at least 500.
Yeah,
which
say
means
they're 6-6, so they have to win to stay above 500.
Correct.
That's fair. Here's the tie. Denver at Vegas.
Denver.
Yep. Bengals at Bills.
I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm also taking the Bengals. That was one that I really had questions on what you were going to do.
Depends on what Bills show up, man.
I don't think it matters because as long as Joe Burrow shows up with the Bengals, I think they're going to beat the Bills.
That wide receiver room, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins against the Bills secondary. I do expect this to be.
They claimed Darius Slay today.
I do expect this to be an absolute shootout because that's what Josh Allen strive.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping this is the game of the year.
Not only that, but the Bengals defense also fucking
sucks. Yeah.
Like,
no, absolutely. I'm hoping for Chiefs Rams 2019.
Yeah, I'm spamming the over on the score.
Give me 53-50, 100%. I'm here for it. Rams at Cardinals.
Cardinals are going to hang in there for the first quarter, like close. 14-14 end of the first quarter. It'll be like 17-14 at half. It's going to end 42-10. Don't ask me how. By the time
I kind of had this going the other way. I have the Rams jumping out to like a 21-point lead in the first quarter and then winning 24-21.
Either way, the Cardinals are going to stick around longer than they need to, and they're going to lose. So, damn, I really need I'm rooting for the Cardinals wholeheartedly this weekend, but yeah. I am taking the Rams to win.
Houston at Kansas City.
Houston.
I'm also taking Houston. Philly at Chargers.
This game's interesting.
Dude, I really struggled with it because obviously my distrust and distaste for the Eagles is not understated on this podcast. I have also been on record saying that the Chargers have suffered not only but the second most destructive injuries in all of football this year, losing both Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt. So I feel like I have to stick to my point there, and that the Eagles, although I don't like or trust them, are going to be able to take advantage of those tackles. Philadelphia has a really good pass rush. Philadelphia has all the players to be a really good team. And I think at this point it's not X's and O's, it's Jimmy's and Joe's. And I think that Philadelphia walks away with it.
I agree 1,000%. I'm also taking Philadelphia. At the end of the day, if the Chargers win this, it is because of Justin Herbert under center and head coach. Harbaugh is leagues above dipshit in terms of being a head coach.
Chip Kelly is leagues above dipshit.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not. If the Eagles lose this, it is because they did what they did the last 2 weeks. Instead of trading A.J. Brown, they should have. They so badly want to have the super team. That's not how this team is constructed to be a super team. Not with Hurts at quarterback. If you had... I'll throw the name out there again. If you had Mac Jones at quarterback. Somebody that distributes the ball.
I've said it multiple times. If you give Philadelphia Brock Purdy, I'm having a hard time picking against that team.
It doesn't... I don't think it gets done. Like you said, I think the offensive line in L.A. is just so beat up that the front four in Philadelphia is going to take advantage of it. If it does go the other way, it's purely going to be because the quarterback is better and the head coach is better on the other sideline.
Yeah. No, I think I think it should be a good game. I really, really do. But I just, again, when you're labeling something the way I've labeled those two injuries, it's hard to pick it against a team that should be able to expose it. Yeah. That's my biggest problem with this game, because I wanted to pick the Chargers. I really did. Granted, the Chargers losing is good for me, and obviously losing to the Texans doesn't fucking help me there. But I don't know. Philadelphia being the team they are, winning the way they do, seems like something that's going to catch the Chargers. Unless the Chargers come out and put up 2 quick scores.
Right.
Then the whole different ballgame. If the Chargers come out and go up 14-0, 14-3, you're talking about something else. Where they get to control it, because I think Omarion Hampton should be back going now. So it could be this game could get out of hand for Philly pretty quickly, I think, depending on how it starts.
Right. Yeah, I agree. That's all I've got for tonight.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna get out of here, guys. Welcome to December. Football games matter a shit ton now, both professional, collegiate. We are 1 week away from the. This is the last week of college football regular season. Shit's getting real. Sounds like in other sports news, sounds like Giannis Antetokounmpo might be on the move here soon. Sports is doing sports stuff. December's always a good time for it. Getting ready for bowl season, getting ready for all that shit that goes on between now and the first of the year. So sit back, enjoy it. If you have any comments, concerns, wish you hads, whatever, give us a shout. I think until next time, be kind to each other, love one another, and always remember, fuck the Cowboys.